on the back.
Oh yeah, I gotta show you the back. Cause my friend made this shirt for me and I got him the shirt. So this is the front, right? This is the back.
Strong J. That is awesome, right?
I told him I'm gonna wear the shirt. I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna have.
Yeah, he said he's gonna wear the shirt backwards.
Why not? Put you on the front. Just vamp it.
Right. So I just said, let me get the shirts made and I'll like display it for now. But I am gonna like add more to it. See if my friend could help me make some more or something, show me whatever. So.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
See my in the back. Bam.
We're just pretty much talking about just the channel. Like if there's anything, any type of feedback people have, if they have any memories of being on Fishbowl, if they have any memories of any, like watching any of my videos, just.
I will tell you, you guys are hilarious. Y'all catch me when I'm mid-drink, and everybody know I drink, but they gonna know after they see this video. But y'all catch me mid-drink, and I'm halfway almost spitting my drink out from the stuff that y'all say. I'm like, oh, did she say that? Oh, did he say that? Oh, y'all are wilding.
Not me. I don't be saying nothing crazy.
Really?
Okay. You be
really? Exactly. Sip your drink. Exactly. Get him.
Always playing devil's advocate. He's going against what everybody else is saying.
Always, exactly. And I be telling him that, and he'd be like, me? Yes, you.
Yeah. It's crazy. It do be like that. Like, it's not even intentional. I'll just be like, I'm great.
It's okay to have a difference of opinion. I say that all the time.
And the thing is, I be understanding his side, he be understanding my side, and it just be like, all right, listen, we just gonna agree to disagree, but we still cool after this.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Still talk and do it peacefully and respectfully. That's all that matters.
Right. Yeah. We ain't no shade.
None at all. We try. Oh, shit. Hey, bro.
Oh, welcome to the party. Wait, somebody should, can we pop smoke clip bites? You know, not too long though, because you know it's all copyright, but welcome to the party.
Yeah.
Welcome to the party.
Hello.
I'm trying to check and see if
it's hot.
It is. I got my AC on right now. It is disgusting outside, man. It was 90 degrees today. Jesus.
Hell yeah.
Sit down for a second. I ain't.
Man, it's burning up out here.
It's supposed to be hotter tomorrow. What does my app say? My app says it is going to be 4 degrees warmer tomorrow than it was today.
Well, you in North Carolina.
They got central air up in these houses right here, so
you don't know how to act.
Right?
And I still need a fan, okay?
I be like that.
Well, if it was a little too chilly in here.
I wouldn't complain if it's too chilly.
Below 75, you know that, right? That's what they say. You don't go, my light bill has been great since I don't go below 75. I use a fan, 2 fans, and a paper fan.
I can't do 75.
It's too hot. 75
hot.
Is hot.
Mine gotta be at least 70.
I mean, when I'm in a hotel,
I do like 74, 73.
68.
Yeah, 68 is good. I need to be under a blanket. I need to be a burrito. I can't do.
That's why you're in the blanket, because you got the ice air.
Too cold.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Nah, you wildin'. I needed to just to be comfortable.
No,
yeah,
not in the summer.
Okay, upstairs is always hot. I'm downstairs in the summertime and I'm upstairs in the wintertime because it stays warm up there. Up there be sweltering. I probably pass out just walking to the bathroom.
Right.
So I downstairs where it's cooler. That's why I can keep it on 75. And then if I get too hot, just hit the button on my fan and keep it moving.
Man.
I was about to say coordinate. You got to plan it out, you know, because this fish tank take enough of my electricity bill. I don't need nothing else pulling it.
I can't. I mean, that is true.
I got like 7 things hooked up to this daggone fish tank. Between that, the Frigidaire, and the deep freezer that stay on all the time. Y'all ain't running. Oh, it's gonna cut off in 5 minutes.
Right.
Cut off and cut right back on. Okay, ain't no air blown. We good. Fans.
I hear that.
I live the fan life, so I get it. Right now, I'm cooling it. I'm cooling.
Right. Yeah, I got my AC on right now because usually I would record this without it, but I'm burning up. I've been hot all day.
I don't want you to pass out from the heat, boo.
Nope, like they don't know it's over. I don't know. Someone don't know it's over. Like it's about to be September. They don't know it's over. Like now.
It's almost. But it looks like it's about to go out with a bang.
Nah, I don't need that.
Well,
just like what season just ended? Just like Leo season just ended. Someone need to end too.
It's almost over. Yeah. Don't worry. As soon as September hit, it's over.
Yeah. Then it's going back to being brisk, and then I'm back upstairs.
Oh, I like it brisk. Hoodie weather, favorite.
Yeah, I like hoodie weather.
Hoodie weather? Ooh.
I don't like winter. I don't care for winter.
Bro,
I'd rather winter
than summer.
Huh?
I'd rather winter than summer.
I don't like winter. And I'm a winter baby. I can't stand winter.
I like spring into summer. And then when you get midsummer, it's like, But then when you're going from summer into fall, great.
Yeah.
Don't put me in the cold. All my babies is winter babies. I can't stand it. They love the freezing cold.
I don't.
When it's cold, you could always just put on more layers and you warm up.
That's why I don't like layers.
Me neither. And you start sweating underneath them layers too.
Yeah, I hate layers. And then
some of y'all be trying to steal other people's warmth, if I recall.
Okay, I was in your pocket, so what?
Trying to steal other people's warmth.
I was in your pocket, so what?
Listen, I'm gonna need everybody watching this video to make sure you take your iron pills. You ain't iron.
Hello, ladies.
Your spinach.
You got that brown North Face coat.
All of that.
First of all, hoodies were not made for y'all. Hoodies were made for y'all to buy and us to steal. And I just think y'all need to get that.
Yeah, but I didn't steal your coat. I just put my hands in the pocket.
That's the problem, though. You steal them from us. Even if
we borrow. We borrow.
No, it's not borrow. It's not borrow because I can get one and then I will get one for a lady too. And she will still try to steal the one that's mine. Like, oh, but there's something about
because
you.
Because it smells like you. It reminds us of you.
And they don't understand.
So how about this? How about you get one for yourself and your lady, but you wear your lady's one, so you get all of them pheromones and everything up in it.
Yeah, see that's dope. There you go.
Start a problem.
You're just gonna take it anyway. I put my pheromones in it. The moment I put it on, no, that's the one I want to wear. You just no. I
think you should just deal with it.
Yeah.
No, that's why I have a strict no lending procedure. You do not borrow. You will not. I will not lend.
You ain't gotta lend. It's gonna get taken anyway. So
I wish somebody would.
Somebody would.
I would.
What you mean?
It's gonna come up missing.
Oh,
exactly.
That's what you think.
I can't.
I'm missing. I say this all the time. All my hoodies are accounted for. I know where every single one is.
Like that meme I saw the other day. When you wake up in the middle of the night, I ain't seen my black T-shirt in a minute.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Seen that shirt in a minute. Who got my shirt?
You know, right. It's not even just hoodies though. It'll be something, yo. What I used to have these gray basketball shorts, yo. Just anything and everything. Y'all just be taking it all, don't y'all? Y'all just take everything.
I don't know what you're talking about on that one.
Wow, y'all just be taking it all. Like I just want him to walk around naked.
Yeah, pretty much.
Might as well.
Might as well. It's all mine. Let me see it. Walk in front of me.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
So what we up to tonight?
We are gathered here tonight. like I said, just talk about anything related to my channel. It could be about fishbowl. It could be about mental health. It could be about anything, a funny moment, memory, whatever. I personally would like to let you guys talk. I don't mind going last.
I think you should go first.
Oh,
Well, go
you think I should go first?
I think you should go
Yeah.
first.
Really?
well, it's your channel. I mean, top it off. Start it off.
I guess. Okay, I mean, so far, like, I have a lot. That's why I said I would go last. But I mean, like, I don't know. I just, like, me seeing how big, like, fishbowl has gotten, because I honestly never thought to do it to, like, I didn't do it thinking that people would actually want to join. I just did it thinking it would be, like, random and funny. And, like, the fact that people were like, nah, y'all got to have me on next time. Or y'all got to, that, like, really touched me. I thought that was kind of dope or whatever. So, like, to have different people on every week or, like, have people returning, it's amazing to me. And, like, we've had plenty of funny moments on there. I'm actually gonna put clips of, like,
Oh Lord.
moments, I think, from Fishbowl or whatever. But I do
You gotta
enjoy.
put no wiggle room for the jiggle room for me.
Yeah, we do no wiggle room for. I got you. I'll put that up. But yeah, I've pretty much enjoyed doing it all. I enjoy doing the mental health, even sometimes when I ain't feel like getting on camera talking about mental health. Sometimes it was like needed, and it would like make me feel better later on. Like I would feel like, okay, well, I didn't feel like talking about it, but the fact that I did, I felt better in whatever situation I was going through. I've slacked a bit on Trending with Teesha, like ever since. Like I think the last time I did one was in May, and that was mainly because that was around the time I found out I was positive for COVID. So I haven't really done a Trending with Teesha, but there's a lot of stuff to talk about in the media, especially nowadays.
Man,
So,
listen.
yeah,
Oh,
I do want to bring that back because I have had opinions, and I've said a couple of things on certain things that's been happening in the past few weeks. But yeah, I've mainly enjoyed doing Fishbowl, mostly for the guests because they crack me up. And I'm just trying to figure out what more I could add to my channel. I'm thinking about going back into reviewing shows, but I don't want to call it a review because I feel like reviews are boring for me. Not for because I feel like other people could do them, but I feel like when I watch a show, I don't enjoy it when I know I have to talk about it step by step, scene by scene later. I like to just give my opinion on it. I don't care to be like, well, in this scene, she did this. So it's like I got to figure out how to switch that. But I think I am going to get back into like reviewing certain shows. There's a lot of new shows coming on in September. And I'm thinking about it, but I'm just trying to figure out how to go about it without it so much being a review. So,
Or just to recap on the topic.
yeah.
Like that's what I was thinking, like more of a recap and just more of me just talking about how I felt watching it or whatever. Not so much, well, this is what she did. And because when I used to do it, it was fun, but I didn't enjoy watching the show as much when I had to write down notes of what they did specifically or whatnot. I didn't really, So that's why I'm like, I want to change it up. And that's why I haven't done it in a while either. So it's a lot of stuff that I'm thinking about bringing back, but it's some stuff I just want to brush up on. And that's why I'm like always asking for feedback, suggestions, and all of that. So yeah, that's like mainly the main things that I've really enjoyed about revamping my channel or whatever. I know I still have a long ways to go, but one
Girl,
year.
you're doing good.
I'm trying.
No, you're doing good. Shut up.
Okay.
Well, what I like about Fishbowl is the randomness of the topics. When I say random and y'all be filling through that bowl, let's see what the topic is. I'm like, oh Lord, what they gonna say? The funniest one, when people were trying to reminisce and think about their first time, and I was like, "Oh my God, did he just say, oh, what?" And then talking about fellatio, I'm like, "Oh my God, oh, they saying that? This is hilarious." Wait, let me rewind. Let me go. What he say? Oh my God, when I say that episode had me in tears, I had to watch it again because I know I missed some parts from laughing. But the main thing I love about it is the randomness of it, that you don't know what you're talking about. So it's not pre-planned. It's like off the cuff. I absolutely love it. And when y'all be going in that bowl, I'm like, oh, what they gonna bring out now?
And mind you, this will be random topics we just pop up on, like it pops up in our head and we'll be like, okay, we gotta put that in the bowl. Or it'll be things that we look up on the internet, things that people talk about, and we're like, all right, we're gonna put that in the bowl or whatever. So we don't even know. We just like, okay, we're just gonna pick it and talk about it.
Yeah, we have an update.
Yeah, we're talking about the engagement rings.
Oh my God.
I was in like, yeah, that's right. That's what you, oh, well, why would you say that? I put the love into it, but it was a $200 ring. So you're mad because I paid $200 for it? Yeah.
Yeah, and he just stuck with that. And I was like, and then when he was like, yeah, then you just buy your own ring. I'm like, then if I'm buying my own ring, I don't need to be with you.
I don't marry myself. He's like, but if I put the time and the effort in it, but I only spent $200, you mean you won't take the ring? No.
Why?
No. I'm gonna tell you exactly why, and this may seem a little selfish or bougie. I need something that has value that I can get appraised. So you ain't getting it back if we're married. Now, if you were engaged, that's up for debate. But if we get married and I need this ring to cost something. So if I need to pay a bill because you're trying to leave me, this better pay at least 6 months worth of rent.
Right.
Or 6 months worth of mortgage. That's why I say a $200 rent. We need investments. We need investments.
Right.
And put some money into that. That's why I say a $200 ring is a no-go. That's only going to pay the light bill if. So that's why I say no to a $200 ring. Put in and make an investment. If we buy a car, it's an investment. If we buy a house, it's an investment. So we got money. But a $200 ring ain't gonna do nothing. The pawn shop gonna be like, I can do $6. Oh, $600? I said no, $6. Oh,
they be doing that too.
They knowing they got a jewel on it. But that's why I say no. But I absolutely love fishbowl. I look forward to it when I see it pop up. And when I go on YouTube and I'm like, oh, another one, let me sit here and watch it. I'm like, what they talk about today? I love it. That's what I love about fishbowl.
Oh, I appreciate it. Who else gonna go? Because y'all just go ahead.
So I'm gonna go next. Hi, boo.
Hey, boo.
Love you.
I love you more.
Your boobs look good.
Thank you, girl. I got on the good bra today.
I don't got one on, so that's why you see the neck up.
Don't let her burdenness rumble for you, Tees. Don't let her burdenness rumble for you.
Girl, I didn't even do nothing.
Who are you talking? Who is? Oh, look at you.
You know, I be talking to myself. You know, the other half of me is right here.
Oh my gosh, that's like crazy shit.
Anyways, boo, I just want to say that I am very proud of you. This has been a very long journey. And don't be rolling your eyes, sir. Thank you. Respect me. Thanks. Love you too. Anyway, I also like Fishbowl Fridays. Fishbowl Fridays is my favorite. And you know, mental Mondays because I quizzes.
We all are.
But yeah, I feel like mental health Monday for me is most important because a lot of people don't speak on it, especially in the Black community. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
We get like looked over in that department. So
Yeah.
I applaud you for sticking to that and talking about that every week, because that's something that we definitely need to be talking about, because it's super, super, super important.
Thank you.
And your smile is so beautiful.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
And it lights up. It just lights everything up.
Look how gorgeous you are.
She did the look.
Look, the hands adds extra, just as extra dramatic effect,
Spirit hand.
Her fingers.
I would have to say my favorite part is just working with you all around, Teesha. Like, just
Aw.
I've done right. Fishbowl is what I'm, mostly on, but we've done other videos. I've done your thoughts. I've done. I think that's
We did a mental health once.
I did them. Oh, so yeah, I was on a mental health. So I just working with you. You're all around dope person. Like our friendly bird over there said, she's gone.
No, she'll come back.
The mental health Mondays, it's important. It's very important. I have been. Around January, I think I was not January, around June. Sorry, I was heavy in watching those episodes. Like, just you needed something. There was a lot going on. The riots, the protests. They're all still going on. Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
They're all still going on. People, don't forget it. Just because it's not all up in the news anymore, don't let that fool you.
It's still happening.
But it was in everybody's face. Like, you couldn't wake up without hearing something. It is all still very relevant, but I feel like you kept me kind of grounded at times. Fishbowl, I'm down for the antics. I'm always ready to act a fool. It is in my nature. It is part of my character. You have just given me a place to channel that somewhere productively to do so. I am a clown first and foremost, and you have given me a stage to perform. So what can I say? What can I say but thank you? But I think this is all great. I enjoy interacting with the people that come on too. Like, y'all make this so much better. She's gone, but I call her Bird, but she knows it's all out of love. You're here with us still now. Other people who have been on here, just the different perspectives, all the viewpoints, just what it is that people have to say. You realize that you either have to expand your mind and realize there are so many different ways of looking at something, or you just sit there and you think like, wow, that is crazy. Now, that's probably not the best way to look at things.
Right.
You open up to new ideas, but you learn that there's always another way to do something.
Right.
Like, how many times have we all approached the same topic, and then we'll get like almost everybody on there might almost have a different answer for the same case.
There's been like a lot of topics that's been like uber repetitive, and it's like different viewpoints on it because a lot of the topics tie into each other.
Exactly.
But it's always something different.
Exactly. Like, case in point, the ring stuff.
Huh?
That's pretty much what I like about the show, because y'all find a way to find your way back to the beginning or segue back to another subject.
Yeah.
And it's just like having a conversation.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I like about this more so. Like you said, it's not scripted, it's not whatever. We don't ever come in knowing what we're going to talk about.
Exactly. Never.
That's the whole point of the fishbowl. It really is just you shake it all up and then you grab something. Or sometimes the guests come in and they have like such great stuff that we just end up what they say most of the time too, especially recently. I based on how we started before and how it has been now, most recently it's just been, well, you said this, and I have a question that kind of like with that. So like even as of late, we haven't been digging into our fishbowls as much, and this is why I say I like the guests and all of that. We love having y'all on here. I love being a part of all of this. I enjoy it.
Oh, I'm getting mushy. Getting mushy. Shmoo shmoo.
Okay, I'll stop that. Something outrageous then. Yeah. I can't think of anything on the spot. I'm sorry.
Well, I am so very proud of you because I'm just starting out with mine, and I was scared to get in front of the video because I never liked taking pictures. I didn't think I was flattered in pictures. I never liked taking pictures. If you see a picture of me, it's like side view, hand up, or something like this.
Right.
I just had to bite the, like, Teesha helped me out. She was like, girl, just do it. Just do it. After a while, it's not going to be the best, but if you keep doing it, you get used. Child, I'm so used to talking to this camera now.
Right, I told you.
She's a hypocrite, by the way.
Huh?
Big old hypocrite. She gives such great advice. She doesn't take. So
first of all, you're not gonna blast me like that.
This is what we're doing. This is the behind the scenes episodes today. All this great advice that she gives to people, she has problems with herself. One of the things.
Wow.
One of the biggest things is I'm always telling her, like, she's always like, do you think I should? And it's always like, I'm not sure. And I'm always like, go for it, go for it, go for it. Full steam ahead, engines, like pedal to the metal, everything. And then she's like, oh no, like, just do it. And then she does it, and then she's like, that was so good. It turned out great. Wow, what a surprise.
Man, I was on the phone. How long we were on the phone? Like an hour and a half before I did my first live?
Yeah. It was, I think it was like, about that time or whatever. Yeah.
Trying to talk my jitters down, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to do it. And if I mess up, I mess up. And I got so nervous that I started coughing, and I couldn't shake the cough. And I had to take a cough drop. And then even after the cough drop, I'm like, but I still rolled through.
Right.
Through the video, and I made it through, and I was like, yo, I just finished. It was so awesome. I choked for a second, but it was awesome. But it took about an hour and a half. She said, you're gonna do great, you're gonna be fine. Oh, don't think that it's gonna be great. I'm like, oh no, I don't know.
That's her on a basis.
Now you see why we call each other twin.
Exactly. But I don't like how he blasted me. Like, I don't be getting on this camera doing my thing.
Oh, you do. But you definitely do. You definitely do. Like, I'm not taking that away from you.
Disrespect me in front of the company.
Right.
But
I felt like that years ago getting on camera because I felt like I always had to be like I had to look a certain way on camera. And then like I started watching other people and I'm like, yo, some of these people be filming in their cars. Some of them be filming with their kids running around in the backyard. Some of them be, it be all kinds of things going on. I've even gotten advice from other bloggers and they're like, just record. Record wherever you feel comfortable. If your kids come in, let them come in. You're human. I never used to like record. I used to like just be I wanted to be in a bubble or whatever. And I didn't want anybody to know that, I was recording or what I was doing. And then after a while, I was like, you know what, let me just have the kids join. Like if you watch old, like before I even revamp my channel, if you watch old videos, I'm literally recording with Nyla on my lap and a pacifier. And then MJ will come in, run, say something, and then run back downstairs. Like literally, that's when I started feeling like, okay, this is not that big of a deal. And then, I'm like, as they're older, why not? Like the only time I tell them not to come in is if I'm doing a fishbowl, because I'm like, okay, like the topics we talk about is not age appropriate. So I tell them, stay down here, play with your toys or whatever. You see the sign on my door, don't come to my door. Like there's been a couple of times where they've knocked on my door or whatever. And that's about it. But they won't come in my room until I'm like completely done. And then I was like, he had gave me the idea to do like a kids fish bowl a couple of times. And I was like, yeah, why not? I was like, yeah, I'll probably do like a kids week. So I said, let me do a kids mental health. And it's perfect to do that because kids are going through it with this whole, hey! What up, yo?
What up now?
What's up?
I was like, kids are going through it with this pandemic, so let me get that out
put
there.
My headphones in.
Put your all right.
I'm still leery about putting the kids back on because that first one I did with them, I was like, oh Lord, what they gonna say? I didn't coach them or nothing. It was just free. But I talked to them.
It's better when they just come off top.
Yeah.
Listen, I work for the city of Newport News. I don't need them saying nothing.
Right.
For them
edit it out afterwards. That's what I be telling
I
Teesha.
work for the government. I don't need the government coming taking my check because something my child said. Mommy, remember when you slapped me in my face? I didn't slap you. I kind of
Yeah, because they be waiting. That's when they want to say, listen, you know how many times I got hit by a car last week with MJ? Okay? I died twice last week with MJ.
Yeah.
Well, mommy got smushed by a car, and that was his joke.
Yeah.
The road, because mommy got hit by a car.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Like,
I told Shakar, I said, I'm going to have to coach them and talk to them about what to say and what not to say, because I don't need them. They so brutally honest. I don't need y'all saying certain things. Like, mommy, you got dandruff on your forehead. I don't need you to say that.
they won't do that.
Mommy, what's that right there? It's a gray hair. Like, get out.
Don't do that.
So I'm working on them, but I love it now. I'm comfortable with it. I think last week I had to do it the next day because I wasn't feeling well. I had lost my voice, and I wasn't gonna get up there sounding like an old man.
Right.
I was like, nope, I'll do it the next day, and it went fine the next day. But other than that, I love it. I can see me doing this for a good long while.
Good.
I'm trying to get up to your numbers, boo. I got 50 subscribers.
You gotta promote.
Absolutely.
That's the hard part. My gosh.
Like Instagram and Facebook.
What?
You heard me. She needs to make more pages on Instagram and Facebook.
She has a Facebook and Instagram.
I have Facebook, I have Instagram, I have LinkedIn, I have Twitter.
Teesha will make a Twitter too.
Twitter.
What do you talk about on your page? Okay, how you say your name? Nakia?
Nakia.
Okay.
So I'm on all the social medias. It's just I pop more on Facebook than I do on any of my other platforms.
Yeah, I'm mostly on Instagram and Facebook. Twitter, I'm really trying to get back into. I think I need to clean up my Twitter. I used to be a beast on Twitter.
I went to Twitter after I think years of not being on Twitter and went on for one day and realized why I stopped being on Twitter. I said, okay, I need to unfollow a lot of these.
Yeah. And that's me. I need to unfollow a lot of people. I need to clean up mine. I didn't hear what you said, broski.
I said, did you just say wild, reckless stuff on Twitter? Is that why you gotta leave it? You said you were.
I mean, yeah, but no, I used to be like, cause Twitter is very random. Like you could say whatever, but I mean now that all of these apps pretty much have like they take pieces of each other and put it on their own apps. They're pretty much all the same because Twitter is what originally started hashtags. Like that's where hashtags were born. And then Facebook took it and then Instagram took it. So it's like, when I do post my stuff, I do post it on Twitter. Like my stuff on Instagram, it does go to my Twitter, but I just don't tweet like I used to. I used to be a beast on Twitter. If you look at my Twitter, I have 91,000 tweets. But I got bored with it. So now I just was on my Instagram, I share on my Twitter.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of Teesha on the Twitter?
Huh?
What's my favorite part?
Yeah, what do you like most about us? About Teesha on the Twitter?
Well, you was a guest on Fishbowl, so what do you like about Fishbowl? What do you like about the channel in general? Just
I like the spontaneous question. I appreciate that. And I like to hear everybody answering. I'll be having some crazy ass answers.
Everybody keeps saying this.
what?
It's the truth.
See, I'm feeling like it's mostly me then because I don't feel like Teesha be giving crazy answers.
I don't think my answers be crazy. I think
exactly. So that would mean the crazy answers are coming from me, and I don't think I'd be giving crazy answers.
It's probably not crazy to y'all, but sounds crazy to other people.
So my answers are crazy too?
No, he
Yeah,
said
everybody answers.
Oh, he said everybody. Okay.
Okay, that's fine then. Because I was about to say, Teesha, you're already I'm crazy about to make you that did. Just take this off of me.
You said what?
I said, just because everybody thinks my answers be crazy, I'm going to make you do that. You're supposed to do just to get the heat off of me.
Your answers be off the wall.
They're not off the wall. They're kind of on it. It just kind of doesn't stick, you know? Like it.
it flips.
Exactly.
Flips like a noodle.
It's
Okay.
adjacent, you know?
What time did y'all start?
This
what?
we started like at 9, 10? 9:15.
Okay.
So we've been here a little while.
Yeah.
We were trying to see. I invited a bunch of other people that were on and that said that they were interested in joining. So some people said that they would join, others said that they couldn't make it.
All right.
What do you hope to see from us, though? I mean, from, you know, what would y'all like to go forward on anything?
You said what would I like to see?
TV down.
Yeah, somebody's TV is loud.
Oh, that's probably mine.
He mute himself.
Right, you can't answer the question on mute, though. Come on, bro, I need you to get it together. Wait, did you get the key? Just thumbs up if you did. Yes? Okay. So because I left for the week, I told him he can have the car, so.
Okay.
If I get any tickets, bro, like.
I know, I was wondering that too. I was like, who?
Nah, no ticket.
Okay.
Okay, he got you. He got your back.
What I would like to see more is more of the randomness, more of the spontaneity. I think that is like the crust of your show. The filling is the answers, but the spontaneity is the crust. Then you got the filling, which is the answers. And then on top of peach cobbler, you got the ice cream, which is the laughter and the hilarity. I just made a whole meal out of it.
You really did. She made a whole dessert.
A whole dessert.
Because I'm fat and I love cake.
What's the point of having your cake if you can't eat it too?
Come on now. But I love the randomness. And like, if I'm up late, I'm like, let me see what Teesha doing up there. I'm like, oh, and I wind up staying up till like 2:00 in the morning because I don't want to put myself to bed because I'm like, oh, what's going to happen? I don't want to wait till tomorrow. What do you say? What's the answer? What you gonna say? Oh, what you gonna answer to that one? Oh, I don't like what you said. I be talking to y'all, trust me, because I be 2 shades to the wind.
Okay, so what was your you said the engagement woman, what conversation, what was there anyone that you agreed with me on? Apparently you said I'm thinking, has there been anything that I've said that you're just like, you know what, that is so true?
It was the one when y'all were talking about the first time, and when you were you was like, I really don't remember my first time. And I can understand that because I don't remember mine. But Teesha had a whole story. Beginning, middle, and end about what happened, and was like, yeah. So I was like, what the heck? You remember all that? I don't remember.
But important milestones in my life, I do remember. Like I keep them here.
First time is important.
And at one point with the engagement, I did agree to what you were saying. I understood where you were coming from, but I had to, do the girl thing. Like, nah, we need money. We gotta invest in something, boo. I get it. You ain't trying to break your pockets right now. I get it. I still love you. I still want you to have this, but boo, I can't break my pockets right now. Rent due in 2 days. Get it? Understand? But I like your contrast to everyone else because you need a difference of opinion to get people to open their minds to other things.
Right.
So when you have 4 or 5 people on one side, and you're like, well, I just think that, maybe if you look at it this way, and I'm like, oh, here he go. What he gonna say now? And I'm like, oh, well, he's like, but then it's like, nah, I'm going with everybody else. I get where you coming from.
But you know what? That's fine because you still see where I'm coming from, though. My intention isn't to change anybody's mind. It's just to let you know that this is what I think and this is why I think it, though.
And you do give good points of and I like somebody that has an opinion, but you give points to your opinion. You don't just say your opinion and see what color the wall's gonna be. Give your opinion and then you say, well, this is why I think this way because X, Y, and Z. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can follow your argument. I may not like it, but I can follow your argument. You right. We gonna agree to disagree, but I'm still standing by what I want to say.
Honestly, we should probably put that on the shirt too, Tees. Like,
agree to
my shirt, just put agree to disagree.
Listen, we just gonna be making shirts out this bitch, cause
why not?
Might as well.
I'm looking forward to my first fishbowl because I get to cuss.
Yeah.
I don't cuss on my show. I'm trying to keep my show wholesome.
Cuss.
My baby.
Let's go.
Yeah, listen. I try to keep my show wholesome.
You think she'll be on Fridays? What's funny is though, a lot of the shows that we shoot don't happen on Fridays anymore. We used to just shoot on Friday and then she put it out the same day. Now we kind of like try to get the scheduling right so the show is prepared for that day so we don't run late. And I be catching her always sipping and she's like, oh, I need drink on Fridays. But you know, we're doing a fishbowl episode, so you know, a little won't hurt.
I feel judged. I feel judged.
Hold on. Let me tell you this. I used to only drink on Fridays. I drink every day, but I drink after 7. I got to because I got to have my full work day. Then I got to have time with the babies. Then I got to have time with my business. And while I'm doing my business, I can have a sippy sip. I don't day drink. I tried it one time, had the worst headache in the world. I drink every day after 7 and I drink tequila.
All right, so I drink after 7. Boom.
Oh, that's the now.
Huh?
That's the timeline now. You drink after 7?
Yeah, after 7. Yup.
And I make sure.
Like when you out with us and then you turn into you a loosey goosey.
Excluding brunch. Brunch is an exclude. That's excluding brunch.
Mimosa, that's not really liquor, alcohol. You know, that's juice.
Sometimes they be having rum punches and stuff though. So you know that's a little yeah.
Come with us to brunch.
Well, if you're eating and then a rum punch, I can see that.
Yeah.
Come to brunch with us and I'll change your mind.
You know, I don't know when the next time I'm coming up to New York.
I'm just saying. I did Teesha.
Oh, we banned from New York. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you need to explain how you get banned from an entire state, please.
Virginia is banned from New York because of COVID.
Okay, right. Because I thought you did something that banned you.
Oh.
No. Nah, you know Cuomo ain't playing with people.
He ain't, and I watch him every day, every time. What you saying now? Oh, I can't go. Okay, we good.
He is not playing. He like, listen, we done got these numbers down. If y'all are coming into New York from other states, stay your ass in the house. That's what Cuomo's saying.
Quarantine for 14 days. I ain't, you know.
I'm gonna have to self-quarantine when I get
Somebody gonna hold me up for 14 days.
I mean, I've been putting it out there, you know, anybody, like, how many episodes have I said this? Who wants, like, I'm available. Come on, somebody. Like, damn.
Oh, you still on your home run?
I'm trying. I'm trying.
I can't.
He's trying.
I man, in the history of whole life, I think this is the worst it's ever been for anybody. Like, it's man, I don't get no worse than this.
Well, I mean, it's only worse this year because a lot of people are afraid of getting COVID or whatever. So people are being very selective of who they messing with. It's this one.
Right, let's leave it on the coronavirus.
I mean,
y'all sending? Y'all sending your kids back to school?
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
My children are doing virtual learning. They have virtual learning until January.
Mine gonna have virtual learning until I feel like they're ready to go back to school.
All right.
And my mom
That's
said
where I'm
she's
at
mad
with
at eating all the food in the house, so she's sending her back to school.
Down here, they still had breakfast and lunch for the kids. So they had a bus station out in the courtyard, like just before you come into the neighborhood where I live. So there's a school bus out there. So every day, Monday through Friday, the school bus was out there giving breakfast and lunch. So that was an ease to my pockets. So every day we would take our walk to the bus. That's our 1 mile walk around the neighborhood to go to the bus. And then we got a PEBT card for all parents of Newport News kids got a PEBT card. We got $376 per kid that was registered for school.
Ooh.
So that's helped out too.
And I think that's what we're supposed to get out here, but a lot of people haven't gotten it or anything. I don't know what's going on.
And I got one for the kids. I still got money left on it. So that's been helping with me not paying cash for food. Plus taking them to the bus to get the snacks and stuff from there. We've been straight.
Right.
And then once school starts
she eating us out of house at home. Like my mom is in Haiti right now with her, and she's like, I honestly think they actually made her worse. She was like, oh my gosh, I think they told her how to eat more somehow. And she's like, I don't know what's gonna happen when we get back. And she's like, you know what? I'm gonna have to retrain her before we leave. Like, we're not doing this no more.
Right.
Down here, like that's one of the things I love about Virginia because they are about the kids. They don't play when it comes to the kids, so they make sure the kids are straight. And even if you're a working parent, they still make sure your kids are straight. It's not just for the low-income families. Every student that is in Newport News schools, they do what they got to do for their children. And for the virtual learning that they're starting again, they're going to have breakfast and lunch for them still. So even though they're going to do virtual learning, we can go twice a week to the school to pick up their lunch for the week. So you'll get lunch for 2 days and then go back on Wednesday. Go on Monday, they get the lunch for 2 days. Then go on Wednesday, they get the lunch for the rest of the week. So then you have it in the house, and it's stuff that you can store in the fridge for the kids to eat. Now, my kids, bougie, I don't like that sandwich. Will you shut up and take the free food?
Right.
Put some mustard and mayonnaise on it. What is wrong with you? I don't like that. Oh, my God. Do you have to say it? Do you have to say that in front of the people on the bus?
Listen, I don't know what it is. I used the free. I mean, that's not like the free food. I don't know if it's got worse or whatever. I used to eat it when I was a kid, man. Like
it's actually gotten better because MJ and Nyla go to a public school and they free. Mind you, I work in the school, so I be there when they prepare the lunch and the breakfast. I be eating it. That food is good now, but it also depends on the area that your kids are in too, because MJ and Nyla go, their school is in the gentrified area. So it's a little bit of a difference or whatever, but the free has gotten better. Like
yeah, they get croissant sandwiches, they get burritos, they get tamales.
They actually are in slices now. I don't see the little oval pizzas no more.
They didn't give those anymore. That's only if they were in the school. So if they were having a lunch in the school, but they have to give them stuff that's non-perishable that they can eat within a day or two.
Right.
So they get Lunchables, they get string cheese, they get goldfish, apple juice, orange juice, fruit cups, applesauce. They get these, the kids don't know that they're Nutri-Bars, that they're nutritional, but they think it's actually candy and they be tearing them up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know it's keeping them right on the innards.
Right, right.
Fruit bars, all of this stuff. I'm like, why y'all turning your nose? I said, you know what? One day you're going to wish you had that.
Exactly. MJ and Nyla school they got a salad bar. They have a salad bar. And let me tell you, the grown-ups be in there tearing that salad bar up. Because every single time, it's time for me to, like, when I'm done and I done clocked out and everything, I go, because me and the lunch guy cool. He'd be like, you gonna eat? I'll be like, hell yeah. He'll put my food in the oven. When it's time for me to clock out or whatever, I go to the back, get my food out the oven, give me some salad. I go in the break room and I bust it down.
I remember because one time I went to the school and Paige was acting up in school and she didn't think that I was gonna show up. So when I walked up into the school, she was eating a whole salad and I looked at her. I'm mad because I had to come to the school, but I was like, they got a whole salad. Mm-hmm. But she's sitting there like trying to look at me.
And it's not the little bit of salad either. Like sometimes they'll pile it on, and we got the bar where like we because since I help in the lunchroom, we'll serve the kids, And a lot of the kids would be like, "Can I just have salad?" And they like mad salad on their plate, and they'll sit there and eat the whole salad.
They had stuffed shells one day. Stuffed shells for children. Oh, then they had for breakfast. They had French toast sticks. They had hash browns. They had sausage. They had applesauce, apple juice, and chocolate milk. I ain't get that. I got a biscuit or one of them donuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the donuts in the plastic. and then the little cereal thing you just open it, put a milk.
Put a milk in. I remember I used to be paying people for their donuts because I love them donuts.
Right.
Square pizzas with the corn. Corn and pizza don't go together, but that's what they gave us.
Right,
but
I remember that.
Stuffed shells, fresh ravioli, hero sandwiches or wheat sandwiches, croissant sandwich. I'm like, y'all don't understand the goodness, how good y'all got it. Them school lunches be the bomb, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, I look more forward to the bus being there than they do. I'm like, oh, what time is it? Okay, I'm taking my break now, babe. Let me log off. Okay, come on, put your shoes on.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get the lunch. Oh, we gotta go again. Yes, we're going again. Yes.
Yeah, get you some food. That's free. Shoot.
No, they get chocolate milk and Hershey's milk. So they get the 2% chocolate milk, and then they get the box Hershey's milk. Why y'all don't understand how good y'all got it?
Because we ain't never get Hershey's.
No, I ain't never get no Hershey milk.
No, that's the good chocolate milk.
We ain't get Hershey's, Yoo-Hoo, Nesquik, nothing.
And some days they give fresh fruit. Man, I be busting some of them sandwiches down, I'm like, you ain't gonna eat this? Give me the mayonnaise. Slap that on there.
That food up.
If you at home too, you could redo the sandwich. Like, it's not even that bad.
Right.
They don't understand. I be trying to let them know they don't understand.
Kids.
Welcome to our life.
Right.
But I love them. Sharina came and got them for the whole week. I was like, you serious? She's like, yeah, and I'll probably just keep them for 2 weeks and give you a rest because they don't start school until the 8th. I'm sorry, what? Until when? Oh, go ahead. Hey, pack your stuff. Let's go.
Right.
Go.
You do it. I hear that.
I get time to myself. I get to sleep by myself without having a foot to the. Oh my God! The other day I had a foot to the eye. I woke up swinging because I wanted to punch the hell out of this little girl. You need to feel your foot. The back of your foot hit the socket of my eye. That's one of them hits where you see stars and you swinging at everything like, who trying to fight me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I pushed her right to the floor because I was so mad. Why are you even in here? Get out.
Right. Child, that's the worst.
I don't have that problem. Yeah, that's
People don't listen.
Yeah, these kids
You have
sleep like
kids.
they sleep like crime victims.
Okay. Oh, dead weight and everything. They don't care.
Mm-mm.
But enough of my children.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying to do it up. I got this event coming up in September.
Yes, promote your stuff. We do that.
Why not? Shameless plug. It's called the Backyard Event here in Newport News. And it's for small Black businesses here in Newport News that have been suffering due to coronavirus. And we were actually featured there in the first one, and I was front and center in the first one. So we're gonna be there again for the second one. Yes, well, yeah. So we're gonna be there for the second one. Oh, let me show you my stuff.
Yes, show us the stuff.
Let me show you.
Promote yourself.
I gotta show you my stuff. Hold on, because I got a lot of stuff. Hold on. So I got postcards.
Okay.
So these are postcards. Then I got hold on. We got stickers.
Yeah.
You know, I see I put my little pricing on it. Got baby masks.
Oh, nice.
And I got some magnets for the Frigidaire.
Okay.
And I got some buttons.
Lit.
So my table gonna be a little lit. I'm just waiting for some more stuff to come into me. I got like 20 more masks coming and some more postcards, greeting cards and stuff like that. But I got like a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
We're gonna be doing it up. Positive vibes only, PVO. Check me out
Yes.
on social media. But yeah, all I've been doing is preparing for that. Like every day after I get logged out of my work computer to log onto my computer, that's pretty much all I'm doing is coming up with different concepts of how to promote and how to network. But I'm loving it because it's actually fun.
It is. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. See, me, I'm starting to find that when you are like for yourself and you're trying to like self-promote, you don't have a team, you don't have, there's not that many people. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how I be feeling when it's time for me to edit. Like when I finish recording these and I'm like, I gotta edit. Sometimes I'll be editing and I'm like, yo, I don't want to do this no more. But I'll sit there and I edit and I'm like, God. But I don't want to pay nobody to do it. I want to do it myself.
Because you know what you want and you know what you're looking
Right.
for. And you don't want somebody to cut out a certain part that you actually wanted to have in there.
Right.
Well,
Sounds
me,
like
are all live, unfortunately. I blooper and blumber. I stumble over my words. I think I might get into recording and then I can do it however I want it. I like how you had the flashy stuff. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Flashing
I told you InShot. I've been using InShot.
I don't know. I think I like the live and talking to myself. I've been making myself.
I would like to do a live on YouTube, but you gotta be eligible. So if I do ever go live, it would be on Instagram or on Facebook. I would have, I could do it on there, but YouTube, I would have to have a certain amount of followers and a certain amount of hours put in. So it's gonna take a while before I get eligible for that. And I'm like, I'll just take my time. It's not a big deal.
Big deal. Don't too many people log into the live on YouTube anyway. I don't.
They don't, and that's why I don't really, I don't really feel a way about not doing live on YouTube. I would much rather be live on IG or on Facebook because I know people will be, will look. Not a lot of people care to like do anything besides look at videos on YouTube anyway. So I think YouTube live is more so for them people who are big, like, who's big in the blogging world or who's a celebrity or whatever. So yeah, it doesn't bother me. I honestly don't mind pre-recording stuff because it gives me time to edit it and it gives me time to actually, set it up and let it air when it could air.
Yeah.
So it's less of a headache.
I think now that my thing was with the children being here, trying to do a recording and then trying to edit, they gonna interrupt me and I'm gonna mess something up and you might catch me cussing.
But for me, that's all the more reason for me to edit. Because like I said, there's been plenty of times where like I'm doing a fishbowl and it's always Nyla, never MJ. It's always Nyla. Because MJ, if I tell MJ stay downstairs, don't bother me, but MJ will stay downstairs and he will not bother me until I'm finished. Nyla gotta come up here for something. She has to. So there's been plenty of times where I've done fishbowl and I had to cut my camera off, cut my mic off, and I'm like, what is it, little girl? Mm-hmm. And she'll be asking me for like, it don't even be nothing important. It's just,
hey, Mommy, my arm hurts right here. Okay. But it hurts. I think I need a band. If you don't get away from me, little girl.
Right.
Go somewhere. She's 8. She's 8 and still does that. I be resetting the plucker right in the forehead.
Yeah.
Reset.
I can't.
I don't know. I might if I start doing more than once a week, then I'll get more into recording, because then I can record and then set up for it to, go out on the different platforms. But I'm still learning. I'm a baby in this.
Yeah, it's a process, because I used to record and then upload, and then like I used to get hell like before like we got better with Wi-Fi and all this other stuff. I hated recording because it would take so long to upload on YouTube. That's why my channel looks the way that it looks. That's why there's so many gaps, because I used to record and it used to take forever to upload. Now, you know, Wi-Fi is better. And, you know, the platforms have made it easier for you to record and upload. It doesn't give me like a headache like it used to. So now I'm able to actually be consistent. Like before, that was really affecting my consistency. And it was discouraging the hell out of me. And I was like, I don't even want to do this anymore. But like now, it's not really an issue for me anymore. Like the only issue is just like me just trying to find a window of time to like edit. So I started creating schedules and stuff, and I'll even be on the phone with him and he'll be like, no, why don't we do Fishbowl this way, so that way you got this much time to edit and da 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 da. Like I was gonna do the actual virtual party tomorrow. He was like, nah, let's record it ahead of time, that way when you upload it, it'll just be uploaded on the day of, and you know, it'll be there. And anybody that wants to send you videos who can't make it, they could send you videos. You could edit it however you want to. I was like, that's an idea. But I am gonna, you know, we get further down the line, I would like to do a live virtual party. Like an actual party, or like a, you know, just, that'll be dope.
Playing some music in the background.
Yeah, we just be a fool and watching clips and stuff.
Get your little two-step in.
Right. So yeah, that's a goal of mine. I'm gonna figure that out. We'll see what it's hitting for second anniversary.
You found your niche, and I love it.
Thank you. It took me forever to find it.
I didn't know what I was gonna talk. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Ish.
No, I said, but the thing is, but you found it. Like that's the point. Like it's like,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it's literally.
Whatever, but you know what? We all came in loving your vibe. I mean, we're all here because of you.
Absolutely. Oh, stop.
Stop.
So remember, you used to come on, to the podcast, and you were doing your thing. And even back then, like I knew, like you've been on our podcast a few. You probably one of our most recurring,
most consistent. I've been on the podcast at least 4 times.
There you go. So you've been on the podcast a bunch of times.
One of the times I was on the podcast drunk as shit too. I was drunk. It was my birthday. We went to brunch.
On my podcast drunk like that? That's crazy.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna come on the podcast drunk like that? That's crazy.
Whoa.
But yeah, like I got
her drunk, so it didn't matter. I got her drunk and I was like, hey, you should definitely come on the podcast. Like, she had no intention of being there. I was like, drunk Teesha is very funny and says ridiculous stuff. You want to come onto the podcast today?
First of all, sober Teesha's lit too.
She is, but drunk Teesha says reckless shit.
No filter. That's us. No filter. Sorry if I hurt your feelings. Not sorry.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, all the Teeshas are fun and hilarious either way, but drunk Teesha's just, he's hilarious.
He knew what he was doing.
No.
Yes. And he kept ordering the rum punches. He was like, it's your birthday. I'm ordering you some.
I mean, it wasn't just you. I did that to the whole table, so.
You did, but it was specifically for my birthday.
I love your chemistry. I need to find me a sidekick.
Mind you, this happened by happenstance because I had brought up the fishbowl idea to him, and I was like, I should do something called Fishbowl Friday. He was like, okay, cool. I'll be your first guest. And he was just, like every episode, I think he only missed like 1 episode. Literally, Fishbowl has become our thing.
Yeah.
And still together.
Yeah. It's become our thing.
That's awesome. I like it. Like, I did do an episode with Shamel, and I like the banter between us and us going back and forth and talking. And I was like, this was fun. I didn't want to stop talking, but I only do 30 minutes, so I'm trying to keep it, short. But
that's the thing. Teesha's episodes used to be shorter before I came around.
No, they used to be shorter before we added guests.
They used to, well, they were shorter then too. But it was like before I came around, they were like a certain amount. Then I came and it grew some, and then we added guests, and then they grew even more.
No, but when we first did an episode, I think our episode was like an hour.
But that's what I'm saying. We tried to keep it. At least we tried. Like when it was just us, I was like, all right, T, let's try to keep it in this amount of time. We'll try to get like this amount of topics in this amount of time. So we moving. We added guests and all that went out the window. Like,
but it happens when the conversation is really, really good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'll put it on and then I'm doing something else.
Right.
So it's playing in the background. I'm like, oh wait, go back. What'd you say?
Right.
But the conversation is so engaging that it's gonna take a little longer to get your points across.
Right.
And then you can think of something else to say. And that's what makes your show popping, because the stories, even the laughter, the banter, it is so engaging. Like I don't want, wait, let me go back. Okay, I gotta watch that one again. I done missed something because I was laughing.
Right.
But yeah, I need a sidekick. I'm gonna put in applications for sidekicks.
It gotta be somebody you got good chemistry with that you could bounce ideas off of, because I swear that's all me and him do. I'll be like, yo, you should do that. He'd be like, yo, why don't we try this? And I'll be like, yo, let's do it. So yeah, I don't know. It just gotta be on somebody that's on the same time as you, because there's been plenty of times where we've like had people who like said they were gonna be on and they flaked at the last minute, and that's kind of why we started doing like pre-recording it so that we could upload it on Fridays or whatever. Because we've had that. I've had to like cancel, like say like, if I post, oh, Fishbowl is tonight, da 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 da. That's why I never post the time. I just say tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we've had people where I will post that, and then they'll be like, oh, I can't make it because such and such, so-and-so, like really ridiculous excuses. And I'm just like, okay, so that's why we started scheduling people in and started pre-recording just before the next Friday. So that way we have like a couple in the pocket already, and we can just upload. So if somebody is like, yo, I can't make it because of whatever. We're like, okay, well, we got this Fishbowl here. We can just add that, and then we'll figure out next week. So,
I'm taking mental notes. Thank you.
Yeah. That's the best way to do it. Get you a planner. I got me a good old calendar on my wall. And like this month, if I show y'all this month is crazy. So you got to get you one of those so that you can look at it and be like, okay, well, I got to do this, blah, 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 blah. And do it that way, and you see it, and make sure it's colorful, because that's what's gonna make it pop. But that's what I've been doing since the pandemic started. I was like, let me get me a good old calendar, because I know how I am with scheduling things, and it's been working for me. It's been a big help.
I want to be like you when I grow up.
Listen, I want to be like me when I grow up too. Sometimes I'll be like, bruh. I don't even be knowing how I do half the stuff that I do, honestly.
My issue is coming up with things to talk about. Like, I wrote this whole list of things that I was going to talk about, and I looked at my list today. I was like, oh, I talked about all of that. What am I talk about? I don't know. I randomly started talking about taking time for yourself today because I needed a topic. But I need to come up with some more topics.
And that's fine. Like I don't know, topics come to me based off of like stuff that I read or I see on Facebook. Like I've been taking a lot of my topics from Facebook and Google, honestly. Like Facebook, Google, Instagram, those are good places to find topics. I'll be like, okay, people will bring it up, but they don't really talk about it. And I'm like, okay, well, let me talk about it. And then half the time, it'll be personal stuff that I'm going through. Like, because I'm pretty sure people can feel my energy through the camera, and you could tell when I'm like, I'm good or I'm having a good day, or you could tell when I'm like literally pissed off with people, because I don't hide it on camera. Mm-hmm. Like I remember doing a video where I was like, yo, I'm sick of people. I'm sick of emotional ass leeches. I was pissed in that video. beyond. I was
I saw that when
pissed.
I'm about to go find it.
Yeah, I was pissed in that video. And I had all right to be, because I was at that point where I was like, you know what? I hate people. I'm sick of people. I'm going in my bubble. Y'all can all kiss my ass. That's really how I felt. That's really how I felt. That's how I felt. So that's why I was like, you know, because sometimes I'll sit here and I'm like, dang, what am I going to talk about on Mental Health Mondays? And then, like, sometimes ideas will just come to me, like, right there. And I'm like, okay, while I have it in my head, let me just talk about it. And it's usually off of personal experiences. So that's what I usually try to do. Or I always go to Facebook. I always go to Google and look up mental health topics or whatever. But I kind of stopped doing that because they like to talk about, like, you know, mental health, like they try to get deep into the illnesses, like the bipolar disorders and I was like, I don't want to talk about that. Really, I have, but I don't really want to discuss it if I haven't been through it. But I said, let me talk about it and shed light to it, because I know it is a thing that happens to people. But I don't want to talk about something I haven't been through. So I was like, all right, let me stop Googling mental illness. Let me just talk about what I go through as a person, as a Black female, as a mother. Let me talk about my experiences. And I'm sure there's other people that could relate to what I'm going through. You know, so that's what I try to do, is like relatable stuff instead of just Googling it so much. Like that, I don't really Google, but like the fishbowl topics, I usually take from the internet or whatever, like through hashtags and just whatever is trending or whatever. So yeah, and then half the time people will come and they be coming ready. Like we've had a lot of people where we ain't even have to say, you know, introduce yourself. They like, yeah, I'm this person, da 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 da. So my question is, and I'll be like, oh, okay.
Let's get to it then.
Right, they be on it, and I'm like, listen, I love that, because they be coming prepared. We think we gotta tell them what to say or give them a topic. Nope.
You see how she's schooling me, Ish? I'm learning from my little cousin.
It's all good stuff. I'm telling you. Like she said, with topics, I just anything controversial I've heard her say, I'll choose like the bear without like getting too into details, because like she said, you know, perfect example. I think one of them that we did recently is entanglements. Like without getting into the whole August Alsina thing and all of that and all the other, just break it down to the bare minimum and entanglements. Like that's it. Like that's the topic right there. How do you feel about them? What do you call them? Like that. You know, like I know Teesha does her trending with Teesha and all these other things, so I try not to go into like, you know, what the specificalities of everything. But also, you've probably heard 20 other people talk about that same thing. You don't want to talk about. You don't want to hear me tell you what my thoughts are. But if I have my own experiences with it, you know, especially if they're funny, then I'll go into that. So yeah, you know, basically what Teesha says, same thing. Just find something online. And I take it down to the bare bones of it, of just what it is, and I take that.
And that's part of what my brother Shakar had said to me before I started recording. He was like, make it personable. Make it personal. And that way people can relate to you. Because
I tell people that all the time.
That you've been through it, they can see it in your face that you've really been through this, and you're not just talking off the top of your head and saying all of these cliches. It's like, no, this is how you're gonna feel. This is what I went through. This is how I felt. This is how it made me feel. And then somebody be like, well, yeah, I feel that way too. Oh, that happened to me too. And he said it, and I knew it, but Shakar has the ability to confirm things that I doubt in my brain. Don't know how he does it. We're not twins, but he does it. But he will confirm for me what I doubted in my brain. And after talking to him, it's like, you're right. And that's when I started like really sharing stories of what I've went through and what I've gone through and what I've dealt with. Because I remember Steve Harvey saying one time, and I'm gonna say, he said, a nigga that ain't been through shit can't tell me shit.
Right.
And I got that. It's like the same way he said it, I got it, because I don't care how many degrees you have. I don't care how many doctorates you have. If you've never experienced this particular situation, you cannot help me, because you're not going to help me understand, why do I feel this way? oh, well, you know, it's the synapses in the brain and, you know, the chemistry. No. Why do I feel this way?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I feel like I want to hurt somebody?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I feel like I want to punch a wall? Why do I feel like I want to throw things? Well, you know, it's the chemical in the endorphin. Look, shut up. You ain't never been through this.
Yeah, because you're giving me the biological, doctor term. You haven't been through it. So it's different when it's somebody that has been through it. And they're like, yeah, I've been through this and this is how I overcame it. And
I say that all the time. I say it.
Yeah.
Like when you go to work and people who have never done your actual position, but because higher up, they come up with all these new regulations and yet still expect you to still get that same position done. Like, but you've never done this actual position. You've never been here. You don't know in theory, what you're saying should make sense, but in practice, everybody who's doing it actually knows these are some of the dumbest rule changes you've ever made. Like, you're not working, then something comes up and you're like, why would you? What are they thinking?
Right.
What are they thinking?
You ain't been through it. You not here in the trenches. Well, I go through that a lot on my job. I'm the middleman because I'm not management, but I'm close to management. I'm a senior worker. So I'm not the little guys, but I'm not the big guys. And I see everything that's happening. And what bothers me the most, I love what I do. Trust me when I tell you. But what bothers me the most is that I see something happening just because you made that decision. And I'm saying, listen, I get where you're going with that, but this is going to be a problem. It's going to cause a problem on this end. I'm just saying it. Oh, they always call me by my last name. Brumford, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I see what you're doing. So I'm going to prepare for what's going to happen on the back end. And then 2-3 months later, Brumford, you was right. Okay. So what we gonna do? Oh, I already fixed that on my end. Y'all figure out how y'all gonna fix it on your end. I'm not giving you no more ideas.
Right.
But even in that,
you prepare for yourself. That's it.
I can't prepare for you too. All I can do is give you the information. You do what you want with the information. But I'm going to take it for myself, and I'm gonna go this way. You have fun shimmying and swimming through that way while I'm over here chilling, and I'll meet you at the end.
Right.
But what I wanted to say too was the emotions that you go through, that pain, like you could actually, if you've been through it, you can describe to that person exactly how they feel. It feels like your heart has been, somebody stuck their hand straight into your chest and all their fingers and just twisted and turned and pulled your heart out of you. Wow, you're right. Yeah, because I've been through it.
Right.
This is what hurt me. This is what I felt like, but what I'm gonna tell you not to do is don't go here. Don't do this. But if you want to deal with it yourself, do X, Y, and Z. Right. And that's the best advice you can give to anybody, because as long as I tell you, because you came to me and I'm talking to you and I tell you and I give you the advice of what you need to do to fix that problem or to help you fix yourself, it's up to you to take the advice. I did my job.
Exactly.
I told you. If you don't want to take my advice, my man, 50 grand, go ahead, because you have your own mind and you have your own brain.
Right.
When you ready to take the good route and not take that back, because I pop off. Yo, I'm about to kill him. I'm about to get him. And it's like, wait, you can't do that. No, pull that back. You can't.
Right.
Nah, you can't do that. I know you feel like I'm about to strangle him. But even though you feel that way, you need somebody like, look, babe, no, you don't want to take that route. No, there's consequences. Mm-hmm. I know how you feel. I'm ready to throw bows too. Bring it back. Bring it back. What are your consequences? What is the worst case scenario that can happen? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you could go to jail. You can get your ass whooped. You can be beat bloody. You can fall down the steps. These things happen. Okay, what's the best case scenario? Oh, you ain't think about that. Mm-hmm. Because all you thought about is like, I'm going to punch him in the face and I'm going to feel better. No, because then if you break that person's nose, they can sue you.
Right.
Reel it back. Well, so that's my take on what I do when I'm giving advice to people. What's the best case? What's the worst case? Let's meet in the middle. because if what I find is if you look at the worst case and you look at the best case and you come in the middle, either way that it happens, you already prepared yourself for it because you looked at both sides. But if you only looking at one side and you ain't thought about this one, you're gonna get sideswiped and knocked out. But that's what I do. I learned, I've been on this earth 44 years. I've learned a lot. I had to grow up early. I had some hard lessons to learn, been through a lot of stuff. But in the lessons that I've learned to give that information to other people. And so because I give it to other people, I'm more receptive of getting it myself. So I can sit back and what you say? I'm not gonna look at you like, oh, you younger than me, you can't tell me nothing. No, you've been doing this. Mm-hmm. That's I was like, well, who can I call that's been doing? Oh, my cousin. Hey, twin, you free? Okay, when can you call me? All right, I'm gonna be. Oh, you ain't called me. Oh, I forgot. Okay, well, let's talk because I'm about to go live now. Can you please call me?
That was literally the conversation too.
Can you please call me? I have no qualms about going to somebody younger than me or somebody older than me because you never know what that person has experienced or what that person has been through and what that person can teach you. And we learn.
Yeah.
That's my rant.
It was a good one.
Nope. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense.
That's pretty much why, because I didn't know what I was going to talk about. And I said, you know what? The only thing that I can talk about is what I've been through. So I came up with things of what I deal with on a daily basis. My next topic is grocery shopping. That's going to be fun.
That's a good one.
Man.
Talk about how when you walk into Target or Walmart or wherever you go and you don't have a set list and how that turns out for you.
Woo! Yo, I have Wyatt write me a list. His misspelling stuff, I be laughing at the list. But if I don't go with a list, my topic on grocery shopping would be is when I go into Walmart and you see these people in bonnets and pajamas and furry slippers, or they all dressed up going nowhere just to walk around Walmart trying to find them. How you trying to find a boo in Walmart? What's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
You can find a boo anywhere. You never know when you're going to run into the right one.
Okay.
But Walmart, though, you could go in Walmart in casual clothes. What you dressing up in Walmart for?
To present your best self.
If you can't love me at my Meek Mills, don't expect to love me at my Kim Kardashian.
Y'all was just talking about the ones in the bonnets and the furry slippers. You're not gonna take me serious. I'm not gonna take her seriously. Or if I walk up and I see her in the bonnet, I'm in furry slippers, and that's not gonna stop me. But
exactly,
if he come in with the the wife beater and I don't know, what is it for y'all on guys? Like if you see them, you're like, what are you wearing? Pajama pants, maybe?
What, for guys?
Yeah.
Ain't it basketball shorts for y'all?
What? But see, you can wear that and you can still make it look good. I feel. I don't know if y'all agree, but I mean, you can wear some a tee, some basketball shorts, and some sneakers, and you go out and you still look good.
It depends.
It depends on who it is, because I remember share my story. I was with my baby daddy, and I think I had just had Wyatt or I just had babies, but I know I had a newborn baby. So it was me, him, the baby, and his older son. And we went to the Walmart in Suffolk. When I tell you my whole neck almost did the exorcist when this fine chocolate man walked by. Mind you, I'm with my baby father, and we were in a serious committed relationship. But when this fine chocolate son of a gun, he had the milk chocolate skin with no blemishes, the poof, 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 slick out. And I knew he had to be military, and I just was like, damn. My baby daddy was like, hey. I was like, oh, my bad. I love you. I'm sorry.
What was he wearing?
He had on some blue jeans with this fitted white t-shirt and a ball cap. But he smelled like new money. And he was just chocolate. I was like, woo! I would cheat on my baby daddy with you. That was the thought process because that man was fine.
But you see, you know what? And if I'm not saying, he don't have to try. That dude didn't have to try. She said he was fine. Pretty people never have to try. They can just show up how almost they want. But some of us, we gotta put in the extra glitz and glam. All right, I can't go to Walmart and just basketball shorts. Sometimes it depends. You know, the basketball shorts got to be showing the right stuff for it to work. You know.
Well, one thing I would say, a man got to be smelling good. You can't walk past me smelling like weed and disappointment. That's just not gonna work for me. If you smell like you just came out of the track house after smoking the loudest loud, you smell worse than fat people slap boxing in a phone booth. Stay away from me because you stink.
Wait. What does disappointment smell like?
It don't smell good. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all you need to know. It don't smell good.
Categorize it's like, oh no, that's a disappointment when you now.
Yeah. It don't smell good at all.
Yeah.
Oh
A
no.
man gotta smell good. That's one. You gotta look clean.
Oh, I'm
Now,
gonna...
there's a difference between being dirty and looking dirty.
Mm-hmm.
I can be dirty because you can tell he ain't clean that part right here behind his ear. You know, you get that crust right up under here and you touch it and it flake off. That's being dirty. But I can tell a clean man that just got off of work because he know how to carry himself and he got that fresh fade and that cut. I'm like, ooh, yeah, okay, you look good. But another man could come in with the same dirty shirt on, but I could tell you don't wash behind your ears. Just how you carry yourself. What does it for me is a man got to smell good, he got to look good, and he has to know how to conjugate a verb. We need English classes, people.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying, on the screen fub and on the scrimp up and on the screen. Get away from me. Get a book. Hooked on Phonics must work for you, please.
I mean, it didn't when they were younger. It might not now. I'm just saying.
You got to be able to hold a conversation.
Right.
If every other word is, you know what I'm saying, y'all mean, you know what I'm saying, y'all mean, oh, never mind. We're this is not going any further than this.
Right.
I had that happen to me once. I had this biggest crush on a girl in high school. Oh my gosh. Like everything about her, she was like blah, blah, blah. Like everything, you know. And I never talked to her though. Like I just always admired from a distance. And then one day we had French class together and she sat next to me and I'm like, ooh, this is my chance. And then she opened her mouth.
The halitosis?
No, her breath didn't stink. She just started talking and it was just, like it ruined everything. It ruined the entire like it just ruined the whole thing. And I was just like, damn. Before the end of French class, like I didn't feel the same way about her again. Like I saw her the next day. I didn't even know it was her. Like, have you ever just the rose-colored glasses were gone? Like, let's say before when I would see her, she would have like this ethereal glow, and then you would hear the angelic music in the background. All of that. Now I see her, and it's just like you look like everybody else. Like it's just gone. Like oh man.
So now
that's literally a thing. Rose-colored glasses, that's be jacking you up.
Oh my God. She just.
I was thinking about that. When was that? Saturday or Sunday? Of a guy that I was so infatuated with. Like I just thought he was so handsome. Like, oh, he's so cute. Oh, I think he's so cute. And then when I didn't like him anymore, I was like, what was I thinking? I had a crush on him. I liked you? What?
I've done that with plenty of people. Like, what the hell was I smoking? Was
I drunk?
Right.
Was I high? Like, Did you knock me out? And I was dazed and confused because I don't get it.
I don't either. I guess it's just certain people into your life in certain phases of your life where it's like, okay, well, this is the phase that you're at in life, so this is kind of what you're going to attract for the moment. So that's how I see it, because I'm like,
I'm glad I'm
I
not.
could be sitting here like, this is part of the reason why I hate humans now. So, because I'm like, what the hell was I thinking with half of y'all? Like, but yeah, it's a thing.
I think you have mental disabilities when you go back and look like, I was attracted to you. Like, I wanted to give it to you. I was trying to, with you?
Yep.
Whoa. No, God, thank you. Thank you.
Right.
But dodge that bullet real quick.
Right.
Have mercy. There's only been 4 guys in my entire life, and I'm 44 years old, and I've had plenty of relationships. Couple of serious ones, but plenty of in and outs. But where I was just like so totally infatuated with the dude, I could count them, and I could probably name off if I think real fast. But I knew what it was that infatuated me about them. Again, the way they smelled, the way they carried themselves, and the way they spoke. But then I was like, I ain't say nothing about looks. I didn't notice you had that big old mole in the middle of your forehead.
Right.
I didn't realize you had a whole half a beard on your face. It wasn't lining right. But because of what I'm attracted to, it attracted me to you. And then I'm like, that's mental.
Right. It is. It definitely is. It's rose-colored glasses, like you said.
That should be a segment on Fishbowl, rose-colored glasses. What did you see behind your rose-colored glasses? I saw Idris. I saw this.
We're gonna add that to
I saw this Idris, and when I removed my glasses, I saw Flavor Flav and Craig Mike.
Man, listen. Okay.
Oh no. Flavor Flav.
Here comes the brand new flavor in your ear.
For real, like, oh my gosh.
Man, I can't stand it. I think that's why I did my my segment on happy being single, because I'm like, I can't do it no more. I won't even say that I'm too old to do it. I just don't have the patience.
Right.
I don't have the patience or the time to get to know you and then find out I don't like you a month later. I don't want to do that. If it makes sense. If it happens, it happens. And I'm not knocking nobody. I love when I see people in happy relationships. I just like, oh, that's so nice. But I'm like, oh, I wish I had that. No, I don't care.
Right.
Let me know your story so I can live vicariously through you.
Yeah.
I'm not pressing, but if Prince Charming happened to come through with a 6-figure income and he's Mandingo, hey, but we could work something out.
Right. That makes a lot of sense.
Come on now. My kids they go with their daddy. They good.
Right.
They happy all the time.
Right.
You trying to build together? Oh, you got a business too? Oh, I got a business too. Okay, well, how we working? Let's work together. Oh,
right.
You won't invest in mine. I won't invest in yours, but we gonna help each other build. Because if we get married, you ain't taking nothing.
Right.
I ain't giving you nothing.
Right.
Ain't gonna be no half, because you ain't put in on this half.
Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense.
I never understood it when I saw these divorces of celebrities, and like with Dre, your wife ain't put in on none of that, but she getting 90 mil. How, Sway?
The law doesn't. The law's funny like that.
Yeah, That's the same with Mary J. Blige. I'm still upset for her. That dude gets.
I wanted to find that man and drop kick him.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't put in on none of what she got. You ain't. All you did was add some peen to her life.
Right.
You come in here to take half of it?
It was some good peen.
Now I doubt it because she wouldn't let him go that quickly.
Good enough.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe I'm thinking for myself because if it's weak, come on, baby. Let's just let's think this through. Let's work this out.
Wow.
I can't let you go that quick. Let's work this out. So what's the issue? You don't like my attitude? Well, that's not gonna go. Okay. You can't have my money. Okay, so we signing a prenup. That's what you're saying? Okay.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I feel like, honestly, I've been seeing this go around, and I agree. Marriage licenses, certificates, whatever, should be renewable. Every 4 years, y'all should come together and decide, listen.
I agree.
License ends next year. We shouldn't renew, right? You would agree, like, and I feel like, you know what? Honestly, it would make things easier. Many people would be like, you know what? Yes, people who do want to maybe fix things would be like, you know what? I want to do this. I have not been working as hard as I should. Maybe I should show her, hey, let's renew this shit again for another 4 more years. And it would make people work harder towards it. Like, I feel like this would solve many problems. Like, people wouldn't have to worry so much about divorce. It's like, oh, shit. You know what? Let me see if I can make it to my 4 years. Instead of till 4 more years from now, till the next presidential election. You know?
Right. I definitely agree with that because there's a lot of people who stay married just for the sake of, we got kids, we got this, we built this. Yeah, but y'all not in love with each other anymore. Y'all not friends anymore. Y'all roommates. Y'all 2 ships passing the night. So why y'all still wasting away like the rest of your years when you either going to get divorced or you going to stay and work it out? It's one of the two. And a lot of people, Now I was gonna say, like, a lot of people have that mind state, like, you know, well, it's cheaper to keep her. Yeah, it's cheaper to keep her, but then you slowly dying inside because you with her and you're not happy.
Or you cheating.
That too.
You cheating.
That's
you ain't. I'm quite sure if you're unhappy in your marriage, you ain't giving no skins. You might rub one off on her booty, but you ain't giving no skins. Or you go in the bathroom and think about it. I'm being serious. You may go in the bathroom and think about it and rub one off.
We need to book her for an episode just for her.
No, this is a definite.
We're rebooking you for an episode.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you talking reckless from beginning to end. I hope you know. So we rubbing one off on her boot. I just want you to know, be prepared. You thought I was reckless before? When people like you come on, we booking you for Teesha's gonna be in contact with you. We're gonna schedule you for sometime next month.
Okay, that's fine with me. But it's like, okay, if you're in that commitment, and then I get why they're keeping it the way it is because of that covenant with God and the Bible, and I get it. I'm all for it. I'm used to be a Jesus freak, but I love him still to life. I'm just not that slap somebody with a Bible type of Christian. I still believe in God. I still believe in Jesus. I believe in the covenants. But you have to understand that when you get married to somebody, the state is going by what the Bible says of marriage. That's all it is. Because the Bible says once you're married, you're always married. Unless you put away your wife or she die. And then even if you put away your wife, you still can't marry nobody until she die. A wife can't put away her husband. A husband can say, yo, I ain't dealing with you no more. I'm gonna put you over here. You live on this side of the hut. I'm gonna live on this side of the hut, and I'm gonna be free once you die. And you can't go to somebody else because you're committing adultery. And that's what the laws follow. I'm all for it doing the lease. You lease a car. You lease a car for 1 or 2 years, like, yeah, I ain't really feeling this. I'm ready to switch it out.
even with phones, like phone services, you do 2-year contracts, and when you either choose after the second year to renew or to move on. So yeah, I don't see why not. I think that's a good thing, because it's like everybody expects for it to be traditional and you just be married to the one person, but people change, people grow, and they change. So it's either you want to grow together, you want to grow apart. That's what you need to decide. And if you have like a renewal or whatever, like a lease on a marriage, you can make that decision.
It gives an incentive to make it work.
Pretty much.
Because if you knew that this is the person that you were going to spend the rest of your life with, and this is what you said in your vows, and after 4 years, you say it ain't working out, that's because you didn't get to learn that person. You didn't learn the person I think it takes about 6 months for you to learn a person.
About that much. To know them, like get to know them, I think it takes from like a year to a year and a half or so.
But at least at 6 months, you know whether or not you want it in the long haul for this person or want to spend more time with them. I would say 6 months, and 6 months to me is pushing it, because within 10 minutes, I know I don't like you. Get out of my face. Why are you here? Why are you talking to me? Didn't I just tell you to leave me alone? Shut up. Within 10 minutes, that's how I am.
Yeah.
I know I can't do that, professionally, even though I be looking at them like, yo, I want to slap this person in their face if they don't shut up. But in a relationship, when it comes to a relationship, within the first 10 minutes of meeting that person that you're going to hit it. You know whether or not you want to kiss them, and you know whether or not you want to date them in the first 10 minutes. And if you ain't got that, use a hoe. I'm sorry. That's...
you're definitely, I ain't got nothing for September, so yeah. Yeah, fishbowl. September 4th? Yes, September 4th.
I'll put it on my calendar.
That's when it'll air, but we might record it before then.
Okay, just let me know. Because I got to make sure the children ain't around, so I probably have to go upstairs in my little studio I set up in my bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm downstairs, because I'd have ran upstairs with my laptop.
Right. Well, I mean, any last words before we wrap up? This was pretty cool, A couple of people popped in, everybody else couldn't make it, but that's perfectly fine. So,
My last words are, I love you. I appreciate everything that you're doing. I love you, and thank you for the encouragement and advice you gave me to start my own podcast. And we gonna blow up together, because I'm pushing you and you pushing me.
Yes.
Do it.
Yes.
We gotta do it together and big each other up, because man, we all we got.
Yes.
And my way of thinking is, if you're not trying to think big and move, I can't stay with you stagnant. You gotta be making moves. If you're not making moves, I gotta leave you. And sorry, not sorry.
That's definitely true.
That way, but I'm not sorry that I'm leaving you.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, not everybody can be along with you on the journey. That's okay. No love lost, but just is what it is.
It's doing big things. Ish, it's a pleasure meeting you. I'm glad I get to talk to you in person, and I can tell you how I really feel about you.
Don't worry. When we have that conversation, I'm sure we gonna have words.
But I appreciate your contrast to every topic that comes up, because you honestly, you give people another way of thinking about a situation that they probably otherwise wouldn't have thought about. And that's one of the things I love about you and your concepts. It's like, okay, well, I get where y'all come, but did you ever think about this? And then you get quiet. I'm just saying, okay, well, let me tell you why. And the way you preface it, I'm like, yo, he is calculating. I love it. You throw it out there and be like, okay, I see what they're saying. But no, okay, well, let me tell you why I feel that way. After you done got the whole, seeing what the color of the wall's going to be, you're like, okay, well, let me tell you why I think that way. Then it's like, oh, okay, I shouldn't have said that. I should have just, okay, he got a point. I'm still not agreeing with, but you got a point. But I really, really love Fishbowl Fridays. I look forward to it every time it's up there. and I click on, like I said, I have it playing in the background while I'm like probably in the kitchen cooking, and then I got to run back to the computer. It's like, oh, wait, what they say? But I sometimes have them on repeat because the topics that you guys speak about, even though some of them are raunchy or whatever, I don't care about that. What I care about is that you're getting the conversation out there and you're getting people to talk about it, because these are certain things that we do not talk about.
Yeah. That's the whole point.
We really don't. And then I'm quite sure that some of the topics that you guys have come up with has helped people in their relationships, because they're looking at stuff like, you know what, you're right. I don't like the way you talk to me. Because you're opening their mind to something else and giving them something else to look forward to, or to even expand or explore.
Definitely true. Well, I mean, we're going to keep on, definitely. And you, in the first week of September, you, ma'am.
I got you, boo. I got you.
I want you got like a good, week and a half? Think of whatever topics you want to talk about, give me like a good 3.
I'm getting my edges straight because y'all caught me. Edges weren't right. I had to take my headband off, so I got to make sure my edges.
Girl, listen, okay? This got to go. I had to take this out. But yeah, don't worry.
I
had, you good.
I had my headband on, so I'm going to show you what I looked like before I turned away from the camera. I had my headband on like this because I was trying to keep my hair out of my face.
Yeah.
So I had my headband on, like I was like, oh, wait, let me, let me fix this up real quick.
That's perfectly fine. Well, any last words, Ish?
Me, I love it. You know, we've been doing this. I haven't been here the whole year with you, but we've been doing this for many months now. I think December-ish probably was around.
You have been here the whole year.
You sure?
The first fishbowl was August 29th. Either the 29th or the 30th, but I know it was that first week. You have been here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she did say that. And she said you only missed one.
Yeah, then time flies then, because I feel like
it does. Definitely.
I don't know why December was sticking out of my brain. Maybe something happened. You know what though? I think December was when we had that one. Our most, well, for me, the biggest fishbowl we had was that depression episode. You know how I always bring that one up. That was the most touching fishbowls for me. And like you said about emotion and all of that, like I think that's when like I just knew that fishbowl was it for me. Like I loved being there, and I loved all the stuff that we talked about. And I was telling Teesha this, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before. I've spoken about depression on my podcast, and then I didn't express those same feelings or those same emotions that I did when I did it with her. Like she's allowed me the platform to say certain things or speak, bring light to things differently. So I like that, and I enjoy doing it with you and watching you drink your one glass of wine after. I am just happy to be a part of this journey with you, and I did not know it's been a year, but you know what? A year it has been, and time has flew, and I'm happy to be a part of this with you.
Oh,
listen, I'm glad. I'm glad you're part of this for me. Like I said, it was happenstance. I just thought that you were going to be my guest for that one time, and that was it. And you have literally been here since the beginning. Like when I first did the video, or when I was like, okay, I'm revamping my channel, and this is what I'm doing, or whatever, that same week, we did our first fishbowl. And we didn't know what the hell we was doing. We didn't know what we was doing. Like literally, we just sitting there and we're just rambling. But it was funny how it just worked. And then, you know, I took a couple of hiatuses. I did, because it was a lot going on or whatever. But then when we came back and it was virtual, I was like, geez, how we gonna do the virtual? Because, you know, when we used to do fishbowl, it would be him pulling out the bowl, me pulling out. How we gonna do this? And we was just like, listen, we're gonna do it. At first we was like, you gonna have a bowl, I'm gonna have a bowl, we just gonna randomly do it. Now I just tell people, just give me 3 topics, give me 3 questions, and we just gonna talk about it.
And so I have it's upstairs, but I'll bring it for the fishbowl that I'm on.
That's
so
fine.
I have my fishbowl too.
Okay, and that works. Like, see, and like people just come, and like for me to get like so much like momentum and everything going where people are like, nah, y'all gotta have me on the next one. You gotta have, like, that makes me feel good because honestly, I upload and I don't even really go back and check the views or anything. And people will be like, yo, like, that episode was good. Like, you gotta have me on. Or I'll be watching, or you, like, I've gotten it where people tell me you've been inspiring me or whatever. Or, like, I have a couple of people came up to me, they like, I want to start my own YouTube. What do I need to do? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, listen, what I did might not work for you, but, like, this is what you could do, blah, 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 blah. So, I don't know. I just want to do more with my channel. Like, I know I'm doing a lot, but it's like a lot of extended stuff I'm planning on doing. And I'm trying to like kind of jump headfirst into it by next month. That's why I have my kids on here like a couple of times because they would like to have their own YouTube channel. So I'm figuring that out for them. I already started like the YouTube and an Instagram for them. So I'm working on that. Plus adding more to my stuff, and I'm gonna try and get some more, you know, shirts.
Yes, I'm gonna give shirts.
Rep for the culture, you know, ish. Like I said, I got your shirt in case people ain't see it. You know, I got your shirt on deck. So
Can I get my shirt? I want to order one.
I'm gonna see if because my friend did this for me. The same one. Shout out to her, Anais. That's my boo. She's been making t-shirts that like most of the t-shirts I wear and I showcase. She's made the Brows Before Bros, the Billionaire Loading.
I'm gonna have her start a whole merch store. Don't worry.
Yeah, she's been doing and she's been kicking ass. Mind you, she's a makeup artist, but since the pandemic started, she's been making shirts left and right. And been kicking ass, and I've been buying every single shirt that she has made because she's been doing her thing. So, yeah.
Well, I gotta get my Teesha on the tube so I can feature you on my podcast. So,
all right, then we're gonna do this definitely. But leave your handle, and you know we'll just go out with a bang, bangity bang.
Okay, my website is, well, I haven't started the website yet, but you can find me on all social media, either under Nakia 518, under Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I think that's those, or LinkedIn or whatever, or Positive Vibes Only, PVO Positive Vibes Only 525. And 525 stands for the day that I started my business, which is May 25th of this year. So on all social media, Positive Vibes Only, look for the purple butterfly, PBO, and that's me.
I'll definitely have it in the description below and whatnot. So,
yay!
Already notified me, mogul_ish on IG. That's all I'm leaving for now. Like I said, I'm working on other things, so I'm not, you know, when it's ready, I'll drop them. But for now, it's just mogul_ish.
All right, as always. Teesha Denise. Find me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, Teesha Denise. Create a page, Teesha on the Tube. YouTube, Teesha on the Tube. Facebook page, Teesha on the Tube. And I also link the website of where I got the shirts made. Like I said, my girl Anais does them. So yeah, and this was, you know, the first anniversary of Teesha on the Tube. Teesha on the Tube turn 1. So I'm just hoping for bigger and better come the second anniversary, and we just gonna knock it out the park.
Absolutely. Love you, boo.
I love you more, and we're definitely gonna chat about Fishbowl and everything in the next few days or so. So we're gonna figure that out.
Okay, it's nice meeting you. Love you too.
Bye. See you soon.
All right, bye guys.
Goodbye.
Absolutely. Anytime. Holla.
See you.